Well, good afternoon. Join me on a lovely early summer's afternoon, Packington Summer's fishery on the Willow Pool. I'm just doing a bit of F1 shallow fishing. I'm having a lovely day. You can see I've got a nice F1 on. One of about 100 that I've had. Here he comes. Lovely, nice, another nice fish. Lovely big F1s. Look at that, lovely fish. I'm just catching them on a nice simple pellet shallow approach. Works on loads of different venues wherever there's F1s. So I just thought it'd be nice to make a nice little video showing you, my little thoughts of how to catch these fish. So firstly, let's look about where we're actually fishing. As you can see, I've got a nice island there, but a narrow section of the lake here, and then a nice wide bowl area of the lake here. Now, in my mind, I could fish over here towards this island, but I'm more likely to draw more fish if I fish towards the open space. So that would be my number one tip. Always fish towards the room. So if this was all hemmed in with anglers and this was free, I'd fish that way. But because, oh, there we go, another one. But because today I'm thinking, well, where's my space? My space is that way. Always fish towards your space when you're fishing shallow. So that's my first tip. Second tip, these F1 shallow kits, absolutely brilliant. As you can see, that F1 just popped up, no hassle, straight in the net. Another nice F1, nice fish, in the keep net. But these top kits, they're only 6 foot long, and combined with the right elastic, this is a yellow matrix hollow elastic, combined with that short length of elastic, means that when it comes to netting the fish, I don't have to use the puller kit. And there's nothing worse when you're catching 100 fish or more using the puller every time. It's just time wasted, really. I'd rather use the right elastic in the first place and net the fish without having to use the puller. I think it just saves time. So, and that combination, that F1 kit and that matrix hollow just seems to be, I think it's like a 6 to 8 hollow, just seems to be really, really good. Oh, there we go, another one. You can see it's really good fishing. Another one to mention while I'm playing this fish is how far out I'm fishing. Now there's no doubting, I'm sure if I fished 8 metres I'd catch some F1 shallow today. That, they're feeding well, I'm sat here on my own, and I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue. But to my mind, in a match situation, it's all about fishing a little bit further out than them around you and trying to get your advantages. Like I say, you want space, you want room, you want to draw fish in. So today I'm fishing at 13 metres because I'm on my own, but in a match it'd be more likely be 13, 14, maybe even 16, there's another one, 13, 14 metres, maybe even 16. But just try and get away from yourself. These fish are not stupid, they like to hang away, so always fish, towards your space and fish long. And always have, like I've got here, a spare section handy. The amount of times that works where you can just put a spare section on, go a section past, and you're straight back into the fish again. But as you can see, bait choice is important. Now, there's only 2 baits for shallow in my opinion. 4mm coarse pellets, straight out the bag, or casters. Now, I ain't got any casters today, I'm sure they'd work wonders. So 4mm pellets, as you can see, they're working an absolute treat. I'm an angler who likes to attack, I like to feed a lot of bait. So for me, using 6mm or 8mm pellets and pinging 2s and 3s, I'm not into that. I like to create a lot of competition in my peg, a lot of activity, so I like to feed a lot of pellets. I like to feed, good 30 pellets at a time, 30 casters, loads of bait, just keep it going in. And that's another thing, you should be feeding every 2 to 3 minutes with this method. Keep them pellets going in, keep them noise, keep them pellets high in the water, because then as soon as I've gone past that 2 foot, they're dead anyway. So you look, as you can see, I'm feeding, the more I feed, the more activity, I'm getting swirls there, I'm getting, fish just getting really high in the water. So let's just quickly nip out and then we'll talk about the rig. It's absolutely brilliant fishing. All I'm doing, I'm getting out to my 13 metre mark, just giving it 2 slaps. Oh, missed that one. He mugged me right off. Ooh, there we go, straight back into another one though, so not a problem. As soon as I've hooked one, you notice I've fed straight away. Get the pole back. These top kits are lovely. It allow you to be super efficient. See, the fish will just pop up, he says. Fish pops up, there we go, another F1. Another nice £1.5 fish added to the old onion bag. Which brings me nicely onto the rigs. The rig is simplicity in itself, but there are a few key points. Firstly, the main line is 0.17 reflow power, which may seem thick for £1.5 fish, but I actually want the thick diameter line because it's stiff and it stops me from getting tangles when I'm shipping out. I have a short length of line, that's probably 4 inches between the connector and the float. A lot of the fish will hook themselves. I'll even shorten that when they're really having it, but you want it as close as you can really, because when you're out there the fish will just hook themselves. So I've got a MAP SF2 4x10 float. You may notice it's a little diamond float with a little stubby bristle. I prefer these to dibbers. I just feel like I can see more of what's happening. I see all the indications. I've got 3 number 11s underneath the float and I've got 2 11s spaced out below that. Then I've got an 011 hook length. I've got a size 18 B911 hook, the old faithful. And I've got a lasso 4mm pellet. Now the pellets themselves are quite interesting. I've soaked them in oil. These have been in this tub for months and months and months, and every week or so I give them another dribble of oil, and it's got to the point now where they just don't break down. So when I'm fishing today, when I'm catching lots of fish, that pellet's good for 20-30 fish before I may think about changing it, which when, you know, speed's of the essence, that's quite important. So let's go out and see if we can catch another one. Just catch one more. So I'm feeding before I go out, my pole's together, I can quickly ship out in amongst them pellets and hopefully catch another beautiful Packington F1. So I'll give it 2 slaps. Oh, nice, there we go. No time at all, come straight to that noise. We've fed, that elastic's light enough to let the fish just swim out of the peg, but I've still got control, which is important. Look, he's just here, straight in the net, perfect. You can really do a big weight with this sort of tackle, because it's effortless to get another quick pound in the net without you even thinking about it. It's not taking any effort. There we go, another F1. Should we catch one more? I think we need to catch one more, don't we? Poles together, fill my pouch. I might give them 2 lots this time. 1 lot, 2 lots. I'll quickly nip out, give them 2 slaps. Slapping's important, just recreating the noise. If I'm not getting any bites, don't just keep firing pellets in, give it a few slaps. There we go, banging amongst that bait. There we go, another one straight away. Feed, ship back. You see, it's so fast and furious fishing. You know, you've got to be busy, but this is how matches are won on commercials. That fish is going to pop up nicely. This is how matches are won throughout the summer. You know, you're in and out. I mean, these fish, they soon knock up a big weight, these do. When you're catching one a chuck. Should we try to catch another one? I think we should. I think we've got to, haven't we? So we're going to give it two lots of pellets. Like you say, I'm being aggressive with the bait. I like to feel like I can pull fish from other anglers. So I'm not into this pinging 2 and 3 pellets malarkey. It's not into, you know, I like to give them a meal. Some anglers do really well feeding next to no bait, but it's not for me, that. So there's a nice little ripple now, actually, just come on. I don't think this will be long before I get one. No bite on the slap. Just keep that catty in your hand, keep the bait going in, keep the rig going, falling through the water, hook bait, pellets, more pellets. Nice couple of slaps there, make the noise. Oh, big swirl, there we go. I was just about to say one just swirled in the peg then. Oh, it could be a good fish to end on, this one. Nice and smooth. There's no rush, but it's all about being efficient, being quick. We're just smooth and efficient, I think, is the key for this method. Just don't pull their heads off. Here he comes. Nice F1 to finish on. Now, I hope them few pointers will help you with your F1 fishing. There we go, another nice F1. And we'll see you on the bank sometime, hopefully.